Hello and welcome to the Millennial Maa, your own podcast about the highs and lows of parenting in India. I'm Pooja.
And I'm Shruti.
And we are a pair of millennial mothers. We are here to share our stories, our experiences, our wins and fails in this journey of parenting.
Unlike other parenting content, our podcast will be less of gyan and more like a conversation between two friends who just happen to be mothers.
We also know that most of you are busy parents, so we would like to keep it short.
So maybe just grab a cup of coffee, sit back and relax.
Perfect. So आज ना a friend of mine called me. She is rejoining work after a maternity break. She's very worried. She's very anxious. Yeah, and that got me thinking a lot of mothers are going through.
Yeah.
So मैंने सोचा कि हमारी stories हम लोग share कर सकते हैं. We can rejoining. So,
Yeah.
Starting with yours, Shruti, you tell us how when you joined back.
यार मेरा ये है when I delivered my baby I did not have a maternity break as such because I was not working.
Okay.
मेरे लिए rejoining to work as such नहीं था. I wanted to just join. हाँ, I was like हाँ अभी तो बच्चा बहुत छोटा है यार. And eventually the time flies and you're
Because you don't have an end date.
Yeah, and the ambition itself takes a backseat. तो मेरे को बहुत ज्यादा टाइम लगा to get back on my feet. I had this thing in mind कि हाँ यार join करना है कभी तो कुछ तो करना है.
What was the biggest fear you had? क्या हो जाएगा?
डर तो यही था यार कि कोई जॉब दे दे और मैं उसको करना पाऊँ. सिंपल बेसिक कि यार बहुत लंबा गैप हो गया है. लोग बहुत एडवांस
कम हो गया.
बहुत कम हो गया था and like so that was the biggest fear.
So how did you what did you do to overcome this?
I spoke to my friends. Seriously, I spoke to my friends and they were like, इतने दिन अपॉर्चुनिटी तू फुल फ्लेज ढूंढ नहीं रही थी. अभी कुछ मिल रहा है. So now you're thinking whether to do it or not. Is that even a question? So
no, actually, absolutely right. इसीलिए हम लोग बात भी कर रहे थे about friendships, how important they are. They show you the right path. No, but you know what? This is very common, at least among women to imposter syndrome भी बोलते हैं इसको. And it's very common with women, especially high achieving women, कि उनको ऐसा लगता है कि we are not good enough. You can't do it.
Yeah. So that was there. तो मेरे को जहाँ पे लगा कि यार कुछ तो आया है, but करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए because that fear came in the way and they were like कि हाँ शुरू करते हैं.
एक advice बताओ श्रुति जो तुम देना चाहोगी to mothers who are thinking of rejoining. One advice.
Yeah, rejoining is scary and you will have the whole package of procrastination. आपके पास बहुत सारे बहाने होंगे. But then if आपको ऐसा लगता है 10% भी आपके अंदर है कि यार करना चाहिए जॉब तो ट्राई करो. अगर नहीं हो रहा है then you can think कि हाँ मैनेज नहीं हो रहा है and there are many things you can do.
One step at a time.
Yeah, you can take help. मेरा हो गया. अभी आप अपना.
I was a consultant at that time and I had a visibility that I had to join back work in this time period. But my biggest issue was that we had changed cities. Like I was working in Mumbai and then after delivery I was transferred to Bangalore. I was not going to the same team. It's a new place and Bangalore traffic मैंने सुना था. But it is worse than what I had heard. So काफी initially काफी planning करनी पड़ी. What helped in my case that because I was a consultant, I had a lot of flexibility. I had to just take care that the work is getting done. But I did not have to sit in the office from 9 to 5 within.
That is amazing.
Absolutely.
What were the challenges other than the Bangalore traffic? वो तो अभी भी है.
Logistics was the biggest challenge. And the other thing I think it was a guilt because I was always at work I was feeling guilty that मैं एक अच्छी माँ नहीं हूँ. And at home I was feeling guilty कि मैं एक अच्छी consultant नहीं हूँ.
ये जो guilt है ना, ये अपना companion बनके चल रहा होता है.
In fact, that makes me tell this as an advice to any new mother. भाई guilt होगा. उसका आप कुछ कर नहीं सकते हो. Just know that you're not alone. Every mother has a guilt.
That thing is always made.
Smallest decision because आप इतने सारे decisions ले रहे हो through the day. Every decision you feel कि अच्छा अगर ऐसा किया होता तो शायद better था. Guilt तो है. So you can't do anything about it. So just roll with it. So ये हमारी बातें हो गई. बहुत सारी हमने बातें कर ली. What we also did in this episode is that we spoke to some of our listeners. Are going to listen to their stories as well.
Hi, I'm a mom to two lovely daughters, a 8-year-old and a 15-month-old. When I rejoined work after maternity this time, I was remembering the time 7 years back when I was joining work after my first baby and the kind of depression state I was in. Not asking for help and support was the biggest mistake I had made at that time. How I overcame this challenge after my second baby was born is that I had started preparing myself and the support system around me during my pregnancy itself. And that made me believe in myself that I would be able to do it. So, to all the mamas out there, we will sail through this stronger and together. Just keep believing in yourself.
Hi, my name is Sheetal. I am a mother of a 2-year-old. So when I joined work back after maternity, I actually joined in a different company. The thing that made me the most afraid was of the breastfeeding part. And for me, I think the most important challenge was finding the job that accommodated this requirement of a working mom. But I was lucky I found a company. What helped me was the fact that I put my conditions across very, very strongly, the kind of support that I required. Support system was my boss. And of course, family is the most important thing. Tip to any mom who's returning back to work would be start building your village and have backups and backups ka backups. I got a very good nanny. My mother-in-law, my mother, they stay close by. It was a huge support. But I always ensured that there was these backup options available. It certainly does not mean that coming back from maternity means your career is going to be on the back burner. I think my career really took off after my maternity leave. So just plan. Planning is your biggest tool. Thanks.
Hey, hi, hello, namaste. This is Meera here, and I'm a mother to a minion who is 8-year-old. Once my princess happened, I took a break for a very brief period and I worked until she was 2.5 years old. But once, as my daughter was growing, it looked totally out of syllabus, and that's when I quit from my corporate journey. Biggest challenge, if I have to say, is to understand what a child wants, perceive her words, what she's saying through her eyes. How I overcame, I was trying to, but I couldn't. And that's when I started walking along with my daughter to see what she sees, to feel what she is feeling, and to hear what she hears, and to jump along with her on the bed. Little did I bother about how the house would look like. Talking about the support system, well, I would always say this: family would support you, and if you're expecting something, you need to ask for what kind of a support you want. So I would say each and every mother to be vocal about your expectations in terms of the support, in terms of the help, in terms of the guidance. So continue your journey, or you create your own path. That's my wishes to all mothers out there.
I think there is a theme to these stories, Shruti. There is a lot about asking for help, being vocal about the support you need, planning, and keeping backups of whatever plans you've made.
So, that is it for today. As we said, we like to keep it short and sweet. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Millennial Maa. We hope you had fun.
If you liked what you heard, please rate us and follow us on the platform of your choice. Please share it with your friends and family. And if you want to reach us, we have shared the links in the show notes.
Until next time we meet, goodbye and take care.